hold.
Ow. The patient is sitting or in supine. The forearm is supinated, the wrist is in a neutral position, and the thumb is extended. The therapist stabilizes the wrist, the thumb metacarpal, and the proximal phalanx. The patient flexes the IP joint through full range of motion. Palpation is on the volar aspect of the proximal thumb. Resistance location is applied to the volar surface of the distal phalanx. The patient is sitting or in supine. The forearm is supinated, the wrist is in a neutral position, and the thumb is extended and adducted. The therapist stabilizes the wrist and thumb metacarpal. The patient flexes the MCP joint while maintaining extension of the IP joint to minimize the action of the flexor pollicis longus. Palpation is proximal to the MCP joint on the middle of the thenar eminence, medial to the abductor pollicis brevis. Resistance is applied on the volar aspect of the proximal phalanx. The patient is sitting or in supine. The forearm is supinated and the wrist is in a neutral position. The fingers are extended and the MCP and IP joints of the thumb are extended. The thumb is in a palmar abduction because the opponent's pollicis cannot oppose effectively until the thumb is abducted. The therapist stabilizes the distal forearm. The thumb may be supported in abduction if the abductor pollicis brevis is weak. The patient flexes and medially rotates the thumb metacarpal towards the little finger, and the little finger flexes and rotates towards the thumb so that the pads of the finger and thumb touch. The distal phalanges remain in extension throughout the movement. Palpation for opponent's pollicis is lateral to the abductor pollicis brevis on the radial aspect of the shaft of the thumb metacarpal. Opponent's digiti minimi is on the volar surface of the shaft of the fifth metacarpal. Resistance for both movements are resisted simultaneously, and the resistance is applied on the volar surfaces of the thumb metacarpal and the fifth metacarpal.